Hello everyone and welcome back to the Lair of the Overmind. I have a rather special video for you all today, and that is a complete guide on how to efficiently farm any of the legendary crafting materials. I noticed on the interwebs that there really isn't a video guide on this issue, so I thought I'd go ahead and take it upon myself and make the video for everybody. So not only do you have the knowledge on where to efficiently farm these materials, but also don't lose hope if you happen to have a run of bad luck, as I will have drop evidence from all the mobs and crafting materials in the D3 list. So without further ado, go ahead if you want to sit back and just watch how to efficiently farm some of these materials. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. These are the rates at which the legendary crafting materials will drop from the respective mobs they drop from, depending on what difficulty that you are playing on. Personally, myself, I farmed for bounties, so I just remade my adventure mode games over and over until I found the specific bounties for the monsters. However, you can also run through and find the monsters on your own without the bounties. So whichever way you feel is best for you, do it that way and play on the difficulty you feel you're most efficient at. The Adventurer's Journal is found in breakable objects. They can craft the legendary glove Penders Purchase, which is rather lackluster with no special abilities. You're most efficient. The Angelic Shard can be best found by killing Izul in Act 4 of the Great Span. When used for crafting, the Angelic Shard can be used to craft the Hallowed set, which has a 2-set bonus of plus 100 to all res, as well as plus 10% to your attack speed. For farming the Behistun Rune, you want to go to Act 2 Road to Alcanis, and you want to look for either Shandar the Invoker or Yeth. It creates Mark of the Magi, a rather lackluster staff. To farm the Bloody Pincer, you need to go to Act 5 Ruins of Corvus and search for either Balata or Vosk. It will create a Demon Claw, a rather lackluster fist weapon. Born's Key can be found from Act 1, Cemetery of the Forsaken, any of the Defiled Crypts. It makes the Born set, which for a set of 2 gives you 15% life, and a set of 3 reduces your cooldowns and gives you bonus experience. The Captured Nightmare can be acquired from Act 4 of the Silver Spire level 2 from either Grim Knight the Soulless or Howrez. They are both enslaved nightmare creatures. This will create a one-handed mighty weapon that can give you some decent life bonus. For the Captured Soul, you basically just want to check the Act 3 bounties for either Lash Tongue, Aloysius, or Riplash. They are all rare spawn soul rippers. This creates Lai Yui's Persuader, which is a rather lackluster Divo. The Cartographer's Toolkit can be found from Act 1, The Festering Woods. You're either looking for Grimsmack or the Eternal War event. These are a pair of boots that will give you movement speed, always pretty good, but no other good abilities. The Cultist Blood can be found in Act 1, The Halls of Agony, level 1 and 2. You're looking for either Cultist Grand Inquisitor or Crassius the Tormentor. This will create the Blood Magic Edge, which is an attack speed sword that has blood apparently ooze from you. The Defiled Doll can be found in Act 3, Tower of the Dam level 1 by Demonica the Wicked, or Act 4, The Silver Spire level 1 by Cassandra the Wretched. It's a Spite Mojo created that has critical hit chance and mana bonus for the Witch Doctor. You can get Demon Skin in Act 3 from the Core of Ariat from Ascor the Cleaver, Tower of the Dam level 1 from Haxor, or Tower of the Dam level 2 from Brimstone. This creates the Demon set, which for a set of 2 gives you some thorns, for a set of 3 gives you some area damage, and for a set of 4 gives you damage to demons bonus, and a chance to reflect projectiles when you are hit by enemies. You can find the Element of Clarity in the Fields of Misery from either Forlorn Farm event or Dreadclaw the Leaper. This creates the Fleeting Strap, which is a waste with attack speed. You can find the Essence of the Twin Seas in Act 2, The Sewers of Chaldeum. You're looking for Moontooth and a Pile of Rubble. This creates the Captain Crimson set, which for a set of 2 gives you some life regen and skill cooldown, and for a set of 3 gives you some all-res and resource reduction. The Eternal Power Capsule drops in Act 1, Whimsyshire, from either Evil Oliver or Tubber's Rare Cuddle Bears. This creates the Arcane Barb, a legendary crossbow that really doesn't have all that much going for it. To find the Eyes of the Dead, you're going to want to switch to Story Mode and go to Act 1, Leoric's Passage, that place where you normally save Kain for the first time, and look for Head Cleaver. This creates War of the Dead, which is a two-handed mighty weapon with not really any special abilities. For Frozen Blood, you're going to want to go to Act 3, the Fields of Slaughter, and find the Caverns of Frost, not the Icefall Caves. That's the wrong place. You get to the level 2 of the Caverns of Frost and you find Chiltara. This is going to be one of the hardest mobs to spawn in this entire list, so be prepared for some frustration. This will create Utar's Roar, a one-handed axe that gives you cold skill bonus to the damage. In order to get the glowing ore, you're going to want to go to Act 5, the Battlefields of Eternity, and either look for Sartor, a rare spawn, or look for the realm dude who has the portal on his back. Once you kill him, you can enter the Realm of the Banished, and you can either look for Margthar or Roculus. This creates the Cosmic Strand, which is a source for the wizard that has the ability to give teleport the effect of the Wormhole Rune. Griswold Scribblings is another item that you can pretty much get from anything that you can break around in the levels Acts 1 through 5. It's used to create Griswold's Perfection, which is a one-handed sword that doesn't do all that much. For Hilt of the Silver Wolf, you want to go to Act 3, Ariat Crater Level 1, and look for Growlfang. This will create the Golden Scourge, which is a one-handed flail for Crusaders that gives Holy Skill damage bonus, and Smite now jumps to 3 additional enemies. You can find Human Cartilage from Act 1 in the Defiled Crypt from Manglemaw, the guy who blocks your way when you go to get the teleport ability in the story. This creates the Wall of Man, a shield with a 20 to 30% chance to be protected by a Shield of Bones when you are hit. The Iron Wolves Doctrine can be found in Act 2, the Dulgur Oasis, from Thras, the snake mob right in front of the Ancient Waterway. This creates the Ashrayaz set, which for a set of 2 gives you all res, set of 3 gives you life bonus, and for a set of 4, attacks cause your followers to occasionally come to your aid. You can find the Living Flame from Act 4, the Silver Spire level 2. You're looking for Sothal or Ryu Ki. This will create a Cinder Switch, a two-handed axe, which gives you fire damage and a 20-50% chance of casting a fireball when attacking. You can find Lycurin's Diary very easily by killing Asmodan. This is used for creating the Corruption, which is a rather lackluster shoulder with no special abilities. You can find Magda's Tormented Soul by, well, beating Magda. This soul will create the Kane's set, which for a set of 2 gives you increased attack speed, and for a set of 3 gives you better magic find as well as better experience. The Mystical Source can be found from Act 1 Whimsyshire. You're looking for either Midnight Sparkle, Nightmarity, Team Unicorn, or Cream Puff. This will create the Sage's set. For a set of 2, you get 250 to all of your base stats, and for a set of 3, you get a second Death's Breath whenever you get 1. To find the Vial of Weakness, you want to go to Act 3, the Battlefields, and you're looking for either Dead Grasp or the Triage event and fight Handable. This will create the Atrophy Wand, which is not all that special with no special abilities. For the Quaking Vial, you're going to want to go to Act 4 and look for either Hellrift level 1 or 2, and you're going to look for either Sledge or Hammer Mash. This will create Sunder, a two-handed mace, which gives you a 20 to 50% chance to sunder the ground your enemies walk on when you attack. You can acquire Reaper's Fear by defeating Malthael at the end of Act 5. This will create the Reaper's Wraps, which are a set of wrists that let your health globes restore 20 to 30% of your primary resource in addition to health. For the Rydraelm Tome, you're going to want to go to Act 2, the Dulgur Oasis, and look for either Ashiganu, Bashiok, or Mundungo. This will create the Mantle of Rydraelm, which is a torso with no special abilities. To find the Shard of Instig Plate, you're going to want to look in the Act 2 Sewers of Khaldim, and you're looking for either Shade of Nargul or Cheeman's Cursed Chest mini-event. This will create the Oghild set, which for a set of 2 will reduce damage from melee and ranged attacks, and for a set of 3 will reduce damage from elites and increase damage against elites. To find the Shattered Core, you're going to want to go to Act 2 and look in the Realm of Shadow for Thrum, a Sand Dweller. This is used to create the Devastator, a one-handed mace that gives you fire skill damage bonus. To farm the Shimmering Quill, you're going to want to go along the Tristram Road near the beginning of Act 1, and you're looking for either the Dank Cellar for Sarkoth or the Musty Cellar for Grothra. This is going to create an Unbound Bolt, a bow with increased attack speed and crit damage bonus. For the Shuddering Demon Bone, you're looking for Act 4, Gardens of Hope, 2nd tier, and you're looking for either Khao An or Old Tosh. This will create the Archfiend Arrows, a quiver with attack speed increase, crit chance increase, and increased damage against elites. To find Skellen's Dice, you want to go to Act 5, the Battlefields of Eternity, and look for Timeless Prisons for Volox, Empdeva, Korchoroth, or Kepper Hamshil. This will create a pair of legs which don't really have any abilities. For the Skull of Rayland, you're going to want to go to Act 3 in Rakis Crossing. You're looking for Gar Gong. This is a Helmet of Rule created item, which is a helmet that gives you an 11% chance to block. For the Sydyru Bone, you're going to want to look for Act 1 Cathedral Level 1 and look for Guildwing, or Cathedral Level 2 and look for Firestarter. This will create Sydyru Crust, a bow with increased attack speed and increased damage against elites. For the Symbol of the Guardian Brotherhood, you want to go to Act 3 Stonefort and look for Dragus. He's usually right next to the entrance. This creates the Guardian set, which for a set of 2 gives you 250 Vitality and 2k life regen, and for a set of 3 you get plus 15% movement speed. For the Torn Soul, you're going to want to go to Act 1, the Southern Highlands, and you're looking for either Lorzak, Skellenthrath, or Chupa Khazra. This will make Living Umbral Oath a ceremonial knife with no real special abilities. For the Urn of Quickening, you can go to Act 3 in the Fields of Slaughter and look for the Caverns of Frost for Chiltara or Scathach, or the Icefall Caves for Zeluza. This will create Kyther's Splint, which is a pair of wrists with no special abilities. For the White Oak Splinter, you're going to want to go to Act 1, the Fields of Misery, and look for the Secluded Glove. Fight the Old Man Tree. This will create Rospedon's Forest, which is a die bow with no special abilities. For the Wooden Stake, you're going to want to either go to Act 1, the Cathedral Level 4, and look for Killian Daymort, or go to Act 3, the Keep Depths Level 3, and look for Belag Pierceflesh. This will create the Blitzbolter, a hand crossbow with no real special abilities. To get the Woven Plate, you're going to want to go to Act 1, the Festering Woods, and look for the Last Stand of the Ancients event. This will create Piro Marella, a Crusader shield, which will reduce the cost of Shield Bash by 40 to 50%.
And that about wraps it up for the whole Legendary Craft Materials list. If you were wondering why Fiery Brimstones and Forgotten Souls weren't in that list, that's because those two are extremely easy to farm as far as search difficulty and drops and stuff. To get Brimstones, all you need to do is salvage a legendary item level 60 or lower, and Forgotten Souls, all you need to do is salvage a legendary item level 61 or higher. Forgotten Souls also have a habit of dropping from Rift bosses, so get in and do some Rifts. Alright, thanks again you guys for watching this video. I appreciate all your support. It's good to meet everybody, and I'll see you next time for the next video in the Lair of the Overmind.